So Katrina for me just changed everything, and I feel like if you talk to anybody from New Orleans, you notice that they have a way of seeing life, kind of like how we have like BC time or BCE time. So like, it's always before Katrina, after Katrina. So you ask somebody, oh, what happened? Well, before Katrina, girl, we had this party, and oh, after Katrina, we don't live here no more. And I just feel like that denotes a lot, and I watch people's entire lives and lineages just be literally washed from underneath them. And you think about having everything tangible that represents you, pictures, memories, diplomas, all of that literally disappearing, and it's very sobering. The displacement we experienced was a clear indication of how power and agency dictate the lives of others and everyone around you. Katrina was a real wake-up call. I read a comment Dr. Gordon made in regards to Katrina. He said that one cannot study Katrina and its aftermath and ignore the issues of race, class, and power. And I feel like he said it all in that one sentence. Katrina left people powerless. It made it obvious that here in this democracy, amidst all this technology and all these resources, you can remain vulnerable and abandoned. And in both documentaries, Spike Lee chronicles this process to rebuild New Orleans and bring back New Orleans. And that's a literal and abstract process. And people are still trying to rebuild their lives and process this trauma and recover. And here, 5 years after Katrina, I'm a college student. And everything just seems different when you look at it from the outside. And you think about those media images and the rhetoric surrounding Katrina, and I'm just disheartened. Being called refugees and criminals and, oh, the crime, and all these pseudonyms for blackness and class. And you never saw people that was middle-class New Orleans citizens. You never, if you just looked at the media, you felt like everybody was poor with dreads and dark skin. The rhetoric of corruption and umbrella crime, it all is the same rhetoric we use to pathologize Africa and Haiti and all black bodies since the transatlantic slave trade. And the racialization of those events and actions serve as mechanisms to skew reality. And Spike Lee hit that on the head in his critique of the oil spill in the Gulf, as well as those in Nigeria, and the way certain events gain or are restricted visibility. Displacement was twofold. We were physically displaced, and so was the blame and who was a victim. But one thing I must point to is that the culture in New Orleans always seems to transcend race and class. And people say, oh, we want to preserve the culture and save it. Oh, po' boys, and mozzarella and high sausage. Oh, we love these things. And I just want to say that politics, class, and racism forever permeate this society. And people always say, well, how can you love New Orleans, a place so corrupt and a place full of so many contradictions? And I say, how can you love America?